Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video here. Today I have what I wore in the month of May. Before we get into that, I, gotta show you my earrings. And today I have some little razor blades. I'm gonna try to rate it in because I just went on like a 5-minute rant about why I'm wearing razor blades today. And I was like, I need to start this video over because Hillary, you sound crazy. Basically, my last video, the one I posted last Saturday, has done what I would consider numbers on my channel because, this is like a very niche channel and I've never hit 7,000 views on a video, let alone 7,000 views in under 7 days. So that was crazy. I gained a lot of new subscribers. So if you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Hillary with two L's. And this is kind of my normal content. So I have been posting these nail polish news videos, and like the amount of comments that I've been getting of people who like didn't listen to what I said or just are mad because I frankly talk some shit on Mooncat, like sue me. Mooncat, don't sue me. Don't do that. I don't have a lawyer. People were mad about that, and I'm just like, okay, don't watch the video. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so now I'm in a mood, so I was like, I'm gonna wear these razor blades, and then I went on like I'm doing it again. All right, we're done. The razor blade earrings, that's it. Okay, let's get into what I wore for the month of May. So like I said, I got a few hundred new subscribers in the past week, which is crazy. And the way that this format usually works is I talk about what I wore, why I wore it, give you some rambly story because I connect everything to something else in my life. And I pop up a picture of me wearing that manicure, like just my hand. If it was a pedicure, you do not get to see my feet because feet are not free. You have to pay me exorbitant amounts of money to see my nasty looking like goblin feet. So if I don't have like a manicure picture to go with that polish, then I'll just post a bottle shot. And that's just how it's gonna go because nobody sees my feet for free. So the first polish that I wore, I put on May 2nd, and it was Grandpa's Garden, and this is by Bluebird Lacquer. This is one I've talked to you guys about a million times over. I think I've influenced quite a few people to pick it up because I believe it did come back around in a rewind, if I'm not mistaken, or like people buying it on the secondary market. But this polish is a reflective, it is a very beautiful green, and it has these cool, colorful metallic flakies to kind of emulate flowers. And the creator had made it in honor of her grandfather, who maintained a really beautiful garden before he passed away. And back in April, my own grandfather had passed away, and they kind of delayed having any kind of service or anything until the beginning of May. I don't know why. That's just what they did. And so for his service, I chose to wear Grandpa's Garden because it reminded me of my own granddad, because he worked out in the yard a ton with my grandma and helped her with her garden. He was always doing yard work for my grandma, so it just felt very fitting. And then I actually just wore that until it pretty much chipped off my nails. And then I finally was like, okay, I gotta change my polish. So on May 10th, I ended up doing both a manicure and a pedicure. So on my toes, I put on Starly's Helium, which is part of their Noble Neons collection, because I just really wanted to go with something bright and fun and kind of like pow in your face. And this is just like a bright neon pink. So that seemed, relevant to that. And then for some reason, I also decided to wear a bright pink on my nails. And so I grabbed Alchemy Lacquer's Solar Flare. And this is one that changes colors in the sunlight. It's UV reactive. Didn't take a picture of it UV reacting. I wasn't thinking. It turns like a purpley kind of tone in the sunlight, which is fun. But, and like, because I've been going outside more, not that you could tell with my complexion because I just look straight up red, but I've been going outside a little bit more, and I just thought it would be fun to throw some UV reactive polishes on my monthly nail polish rack, and it was fun. But it's not like, it's a fun gimmick, but I don't know if I would buy a polish solely because of it, because I'm just like, it's not the same as like a thermal where, sometimes the free edge of your nail is colder or warmer than your actual nail, so you kind of get that like goofy French manicure look. With the UV reactive, it just fully changes the whole nail. So it's just kind of like either it's pink or it's purple, and you don't really have an in-between. So it's fun to show people and be like, hey, check this out. And then you go outside and you're like, haha, my nails are purple now. They were pink just moments before. But like, you can only do that so many times before people are like, okay, don't care. So I will keep the UV reactive polishes I have, but I don't think I will buy anything based off of it being UV reactive. So that was on the 10th, and then on the 16th, I changed again. On my toes, I grabbed Pineapple Punch, which is by 90 Lacquer. This was part of her smoothie bar collection. It is a bright neon yellow with black flakies in it, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so cute, so fun. I love neons on the toes. I will tell you right now, do not put a black flaky polish on your toes. Don't do it. You know why? Because it makes your toes look dirty. It's like, when it's on your nails, you can like pull your nails up and you're like, oh, cute, look at all those black flakes. When it's on your toes and you're like almost 6 feet tall and you like look down and you're like, it looks like my toes are just riddled with dirt because those black flakes like scattered throughout. So every time I looked down at my toes, I was like, I gotta take this off, don't I? Love that polish, but it's just not a good toe polish. Like every time I look down, I was like, it's a good thing I don't wear sandals because my toes would be looking like I just like caked a pile of dirt. So wouldn't recommend that, but I do love the Smoothie Bar collection. So I've worn them on my nails a million times. Love them. I don't think I've ever worn one on my toes, and I will not be doing that again. Then I got my April polish pickup order in, and I was like throwing that on the rack because I was like really wanting to wear the BKL that I got, which is called, I don't know if it's Reveling or Reveling. I think it's Reveling. That sounds correct. Like reveling in something. So we're going to go with Reveling. And it's like this really fun, bright, kind of springy green. And it has this blue shimmer running through it. Really loved it. It didn't work well with whatever base coat that I used it with. I can't remember what base, because I like swap my bases around all the time. So I can't remember what base coat I used it with. But it started peeling up after like a couple of days. And then I did the thing you're not supposed to do. And I just peeled it off all my nails. And I peeled a lot of my nail up with it because I have peeling nails. So shouldn't have done that. I should have just walked the 15 feet to this office from where I was sitting in the living room and just grabbed my acetone, but I did not do that. So did some damage to the nails. Sorry. And yeah, it was fun to peel them off. I like doing that. So, but yeah, I was not wearing a peely base. So I don't know what happened, but it was just like peeling up and they were like coming off in like full nails, which doesn't usually happen unless like to me, unless I had like really oily nails before I painted them, or like the base coat and the polish doesn't play well together, which I think was the case. So that was disappointing. Mostly disappointing in myself because I haven't like just done that in a long time, but I just was like, I'm going to peel these off. I don't know why. And then finally on the 25th, I changed my nails again. And on my toes, I put on Second Breakfast at Tiffany's Dome, which is by Bluebird Lacquer. This is like an exclusive to PBE every year. They did breakfast at Tiffany's Dome. Then they did lunch at Tiffany's Dome. Then last year they did Second Breakfast at Tiffany's Dome. Or maybe it was brunch at Tiffany's Dome? I don't know. 3 different meals at Tiffany's Dome. So this year I'm wondering what they're going to choose for their meal this time. I don't know. But I will buy it because I have the first 3, so I'm a completionist at heart. But this is kind of like a fun pinky purple. And it's not usually the type of like purple I like, but it is very shimmery. So I thought it would be fun on my toes. I like it. It's just, I think it's overstayed its welcome. I don't want to wear it anymore. Because like I said, it's not my favorite tone of pinky purple. I prefer like kind of bright in your face purples and pinks. And this is just like a weird in between, even though it is kind of bright and in your face. I can't explain it. Don't ever ask me to explain how I feel about color because I don't even know what colors are. So everyone in my comments will tell you that I don't understand anything about colors. So I did that. And then on my hands right here, oh, I didn't put my ring on today. Oops. Nobody tell Rob. I'm home all day, so it's fine. But on my hands, I have the polish right here. This is Abomination nail polish. I think their website is Abomination Cosmetics. I bought this last year around Thanksgiving. Maybe it was on Thanksgiving. It was like for like Black Friday or something. But I bought this because I saw on Instagram their bottle and I was like, oh, that's cool. I want it. And then I waited like 2 months for it to arrive. Really, really big turnaround time for this brand. So be aware. Polish is great. I've been wearing this since the 25th. It's got minimal chipping and like that shimmer. You can see that green shimmer running through it, but then you can see it's kind of like a muted pinky red. I really like this polish. I thought the application went really smooth. I feel like this isn't like the season that I want to wear this in. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, this doesn't feel very springy, but I really like that shimmer. So I will be removing this either today or tomorrow because I have some swatching to do. And then I have something to do for my next video after that, which I will explain to you guys at the end of this. But here's the thing about this polish. I don't know what it's called. I went on the website to see if I could pull up my order. When I put in my like login, my order wasn't there. So I don't know if they deleted the order from my history or I like ordered under a different email, which I don't think I would, but, or I just didn't order under an email at all. Who knows? Who knows what I did? But it doesn't have, there's no label on the bottom. There's no label on the back. The front just has the name of the company. So I don't really know what it's called. And, you know, the top doesn't have anything either. So I went on the website and I kind of like looked at all the polishes and I found the one that I think it is. And I think it's called Anura, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you 100%. I think that's weird that you wouldn't put the name of the polish on the polish. So either my label just fell off or like they forgot to put it on in the first place, or the brand just doesn't label their polishes, which feels odd to me. I don't know. So if you have anything from Abomination Cosmetics and it is labeled, just let me know so that I know that this is just like a one-off thing. So yeah, 7 polishes in a month. Not too bad. Not what I typically do. Usually I try to do like 8 or more, 8 to 10. But considering that I'm like just getting back into like the consistency of this, I feel like that's pretty good. And I'm gonna keep my rack the same for June, I think, because I got a couple trips I'm going on, so I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get through a ton. And my nail polish rack just has a lot of like stuff that I really, really want to still wear. So I'm gonna keep that just as it is for now. For next week, I have plans to, like I said, I have to do some swatching, but then I got this really cool product that I would like to do a review on. So let me know down in the comments if this is something you'd be interested in. So I got this off of Etsy. It's got my name on it. I couldn't fit Mediocre Manis on there because they had a limit of 13 characters, or sorry, they have a limit of 12 characters and Mediocre Manis has 13. But this is the Mani Mag system. So I thought about doing like a cool magnet review video. So if you guys would be interested in this, they're fun. I don't know. I got yellow. You could customize everything. I'll talk more about it in the video, but let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see in relation to magnets for that video, because I will be filming that next week. So anyways, let me know what your favorite polish is that you wore in the month of May, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.